Hey everybody, McKnight here, and in today's Mars Horizon video, we're looking at the graphical differences between the PC and the Switch. Let's go. So for this video, we're mainly going to be focusing on the base screen and the launch screen. I've selected Japan for both the PC and the Switch, so we get an accurate comparison. So if we head on to the base here, and we can see this is the Switch version. We can zoom in on the base. All looks nice. And then if we have a look at the building animation here, probably put that here. We can see the little construction workers there going off and doing the little thing, building as a launch pad. Here we have the rockets built. This is the Switch version again. I'll make sure they're all labeled so you know which is the Switch and which is the PC. You can probably tell because there's going to be a nice little cursor here anyway, but just in case you don't notice it. The reason I'm not really focusing on this main screen is because it's kind of... Although you're going to be looking at it most of the time, it's not where the most of the action is going to be. I mean, we've just unlocked the moon, so we could look at the moon. So this is mission launch on the Switch. Let's have a look at the beautiful looking cherry blossom trees. Here we go with a daytime launch. Looking all nice and I love the Japanese launch base. It's such a pretty base with the cherry blossoms and such. Here we go. Off it goes into the really good looking cloud, if I'm totally honest. Just please don't explode. Slight performance issue there, but nothing to cry too much about. Really? Okay, game. Good job. This is only graphical testing. So now we'll move on to the launch on the PC version and see how that looks, and then we can compare the two. So we switched to the PC version now. We're going to test it on ultra, medium, and low graphics. So at the minute we're on ultra, as you can see there. Then if we go to the base, we can have a look around. I think we can use WASD. Yep. We can rotate as well. Everything's looking rather nice. So we can see the construction there. Little workers all off doing their little bits, which is pretty cool. And again, this screen looks pretty much the same. So, and then here's the rocket again, just for comparisons with the Switch one. I think the loading time is slightly longer on Switch, but there it is. Again, I don't see too much graphical differences between Ultra and the Switch, which is, guys at Allrock Digital have done a great job of that. All right, let's go with the launch. See how this looks. It goes. Now there's a slight frame drop in this part on the Switch. Which obviously on PC there's probably not going to be. Yeah, I didn't expect there would be. So, and of course, testing and we get a 95%. Yep. We got Mars Horizon. Okay, so now we've switched to medium graphics, so we'll see what this changes. Again, this screen doesn't look like there's too many changes, and here looks pretty similar as far as I can see, sort of building wise. Let's have a look see how the construction workers are when we jump in there. They're getting pretty similar looking graphical performance. See how the rocket looks when it launches. So here's the rocket on medium. Medium graphics, again, pretty similar looking. I don't see too much difference. Again, looks similar. Similar, not too much of an issue. Let's see how it launches. Off we go. Big rocket going out, to quote The Simpsons. Oh, I expected it to blow up then. I thought it was going to blow up then. I thought it was going to completely ruin the graphical test. That would have been a disaster. Okay, so now this is the low graphic settings we're using. All these are absolute default. I've just clicked up here to change them. I've not changed any of these, so it's literally just a default test. So jumping into the base, again, pretty similar. Pretty similar looking. Not too much difference. Let's have a look at the construction workers. They're not too much different. They're all nicely happy working there. All happy to be working on the Japanese Space Agency. So let's jump into a rocket launch. So here's the rocket on low graphics. There's a little bit of this weird sort of edging going on, but compared to the Switch, still looks good even on low graphics. Like I said, they've done such a good job. Alright, let's see how this looks. See how this looks in the actual launch. We have liftoff. There we go. Okay, not too many differences. It's just the outer, of course. Got Mars Horizon again. Mars Horizon again. Yeah, but anyway, we'll assess this in a minute. So starting with the base building aspect of the game, on the low PC you can see that there's shadows around the crane, whereas on the Switch there isn't. The texture on the ocean looks a lot better on the PC, but if you look at the edging on the buildings, it looks a lot smoother on the Switch. So moving on to medium PC settings, the shadows again more defined. We expect that the shadows are going to be better on the PC than they are on the Switch. I think very slightly that the edges of the buildings look better on the Switch than on medium PC. And one thing for sure, the ocean is a lot calmer looking on the medium PC settings. Moving on to ultra settings on the PC, I think we can say that it beats the Switch quite easily, as we expect it would. The shadows are really defined, the edges of the buildings look really nice and smooth compared to the Switch, and the ocean looks lovely. Moving on to the rocket launchers themselves, I think it's going to show pretty much the similar story. The edges there look a little bit smoother on the Switch compared to the low PC graphics. There was more smoke when the boosters ignited. Frames per second is better on the PC. We've kind of accustomed to now with PC versus consoles, but all in all, I think the Switch is really good. It's really good graphical comparison between. It's kind of in between medium, or maybe just there's some areas where I would say it's medium, maybe more like the edging as opposed to the shadows. So I'd sit it in between low and medium. It's definitely going to be nowhere near the Ultra, but we didn't expect that. That's probably more the Xbox, PlayStation. I think all in all, this is a nice, decent little analysis of the graphics. And there we have it, the difference between the Switch version and the PC version of Mars Horizon. I think what you sacrifice in graphical power on the Switch, you definitely make up for with portability, because if you wanted to launch rockets from your bed, you can. If you want to launch rockets from the beach, you can. Or even if you go into university or work or school on the bus, you've definitely got that option there. But if you haven't got a PC and you have got a Switch, I definitely recommend it. I've been playing it a lot and I thoroughly enjoy it. The controls are nice, as you've seen the graphical comparisons, so I don't think it loses too much graphically. And yeah, I fully recommend it. If you want to see more, there'll be a link to my Twitch in the description. I'm going to start playing Mars Horizon quite a bit. I really enjoy it. I want to do a few of the bits of testing on it, I think, just to get my head around a few minor little things in the game. And if you did enjoy the video, please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. There'll be a few more Mars Horizon videos coming up. If you want to see me play it live on Twitch, there'll be a link to the channel in the description. And all that's left to say is have a good rest of your day and cheerio.